Hey guys, Alexander Williamson here with the secret history inside of your aquarium. We've got the 17-gallon beautiful Hillstream Loach setting. We've got some very tiny little loaches in here. We've got panda garras. We've got the beautiful little blue axelrod fish that are a new addition. I don't know if you can see those zipping around. They're kind of nice. A little bit of a change from the neon tetra look. I do have two endlers in here still. We've got two Silverado endlers in here. Kind of a different look than the norm for my tanks. And then all the plants have some sort of red, purple, or pink color to them for the most part here. You may not see it right off the bat, but they have that potential other than the stargrass. That's the one that doesn't, but even all the bucephalandra, stuff like that, it has red on it. It's a red Godzilla there, and so forth. Another wonderful thing about this tank that I love doing is putting my hand in it because of my little buddy, the Loach. Usually within a few seconds, he figures out that I am in here and he will start nibbling. Let's see if he can be interested in me today. Usually starts on the back of the hand, but oh, he's going for the fingertips today. And this little guy isn't quite as gentle as some of the other ones. He actually sometimes takes a little love bite. But isn't that awesome? It's great when you can get 5 panda garras and just have them all cleaning you. But this is a Southeast Asian hillstream fish, and he's just cleaning the oils and dead skin off, having himself a meal. Another native to the Southeast Asian region, we've got the zebra nearite snails, a few variations of them, and then we've got more cyprinids, which, well, there you see an Aru2 swimming by, some fry that I've been raising. There's about 4 or 5 of them in here. And as much as they love to come nibble on their caretaker's hands, the little fish, I think they'd like to nibble on something else. So we've got the erythromicron back there with those beautiful stripes and the little black dot on the tail. And then we've also got celestial pearl danios, which have a darker pattern and red and orange fins. I have 2 different collection sites here, one from Thailand and one from Lake Inle in Myanmar, both from the same water drainage, but kind of fun to see the difference there. Let's see if anybody else is out and about on the sides here, because we also have 2 leopard frog plecos in here that are very young, and I'm hoping they'll come out when we feed here. And then we have a marbled or striped autocyclus in here, who is kind of a character as well, and he's right here. He is a little more subdued than your average autocyclus seems to be, but I really like him still. I won't hold it against him. Then we've also got the invasive ram's horn snail, but we've only got the golden variety that I've kind of trained out of my selection. And then we've got blue neocaridina shrimp, which are from Taiwan and Southeast China. probably Zangagensis or neocaridina davidi. Possibly some palmata in there. It's not for sure on the genealogy of all these shrimp. Pretty proprietary when they were shipped over from certain companies making those combinations in the early 2000s. And so we just don't know for sure. But what I do know for sure is, as much as they like nibbling on their host, they're going to like this a lot more. So right now, I'm going to pour in, for a starter, just get them going, just a little taste to wake them up. So in there, we've got some water, but it's got some Daphnia in it. And so the Daphnia, these are a few live Daphnia that I have left. That should allow everybody in the tank to be alerted to the fact that there's food going on. So now that that's going on, I'm going to stir this concoction up a little bit. You've heard me talk about this tank and the plants and the layout and all that stuff. So I figured I'd just show you the video of them eating. So we'll spread it out nicely. And that's probably way too much food for everyone in the tank. But as I said, we've got the shrimp, we've got the loaches. We also have multi-stripe loaches, pygmy loaches, and lots of little critters that will scavenge off the bottom right now. And we have malawa or malawa, however you want to pronounce it. I've heard, 5 varieties of ways to pronounce it. But we've got them, and 2 of them happen to be buried. And so that's pretty cool. You can see they kind of hunch a little differently than the neocaridina. But with all these critters in the water now, what will happen? Are we going to see a feeding frenzy? Or do we just see a measured approach? You can see the little axelrod eyes don't quite know what to do with it. The little blue neon guys. They can only probably eat 10 or 20 of them each. But there are 20 to 30 nano fish in here other than the loaches and the panda loaches and the I wish they would come out, but the leopard frog plecos. And so hopefully they'll come out and start eating if I take a little step back. So even though this tank doesn't give you the best feeding frenzy, it is a very nice, quiet, calming tank to watch. That's enough food for them. I could not feed them for a couple days after this. But you see, once I step back, it's a little harder to see a feeding frenzy when they're all half an inch long. But here they come, and they are coming out of the woodwork. You're like, where did all those little nano fish come from? That's kind of the way I like to keep my tanks. From back here, it doesn't even look like there's that many fish in there, but when you sit and you watch the tank slowly, you notice that, my goodness, there are a lot of little critters in there, and they're just cruising through there, cleaning things up and eating. So if you remember just a few moments ago how cloudy the water was and it still looks that way from back here, but how cloudy the water was, I mean, it was like, it looked really milky. And right now, you can see what a dent just from me stepping back. The Aru fry come out, and the Silverado and the other Endler come out. It's just, it's a pretty cool